Hello everyone, welcome back to Megaman 7. In the last part we beat a few more Robot Masters, and now it's time for us to head after the last ones. First off, we have Slash Man. Slash Man is in charge of the dinosaur unit. His mobility is too high for his comrades to catch up with him. Good point, he's lean and wild. Bad point, he's sticky-fingered. He dislikes vegetables, and he likes vegetables, and he dislikes nail clippers. Because he has gigantic Wolverine claws. Anyway, this level totally isn't a reference to any movie. Yeah, it is actually. It's a reference to Dinosaur Island. Jurassic Park, think about it, gigantic dinosaurs, jungle, electric fence. They had to have gone for that. They had to have been going for that feel. Then again, I think wasn't this released around the time Jurassic Park 2 was, or am I just imagining that? Also, for some reason, I always find this to be one of the more memorable themes in the entire series. I don't know why I do. I just do. Anyway, the Super Adapter is actually really good for this level, considering a lot of the robots can be destroyed easily by it. And as for this section right here, you just have to land on this thing, and dude, don't even have to really move or jump. Because it moves by itself and jumps by itself, so you really have to do nothing. Just shoot one of the robots so you don't accidentally get hit. So, yeah, it's pretty easy. Well, actually, jump here. Otherwise, you're gonna be dead. Super Adapter, without Super Adapter, I would have died there. Anyway, the only reason to really go to the right there is to get the energy tank, which you can get with Super Adapter, so there's no real reason to go over there. And now we get a T-Rex. This T-Rex is actually technically a mini-boss. Use the charged rocket punch, it'll go for the jaw, that's where you really want to go. This thing will do that fire attack when you're on the lower platform, but if you're on the upper one, it'll rarely walk into you, and otherwise it'll just do this attack over and over again. And I just realized its tail is animated. Yeah, not that hard of a boss, although for some reason I died to that a lot when I was a child. Anyway, I don't think I pointed it out, but when we first talked to Proto Man, he mentioned to use the fire weapon in a forest setting. So, here we are with Turbo Man's Scorch Wheel. You're gonna want to burn the trees. You only have to burn the last tree in this set, but I feel like pissing off Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. Wait, no, what are you doing? You have to use Super Adapter to get up to the ladder, though, so be careful with that. So let's boost up here, and for some reason I get stuck up here, and... Hey, it's Beat! Hey, my little man bird thingy. Actually, if I don't think I pointed this out in 6, but, and I definitely won't in 5. But Beat was made by Dr. Cossack from 4. Anyway, you have to charge out this thing to get Beat. Beat does not act like he did in Mega Man 5 and 6. He doesn't attack enemies. He actually... has a bit more of a much more useful function, in my opinion. If you buy his item at the store, I don't think you need to buy it at the store, do you? He'll save you from a pit. Yeah, you do actually have to buy it at the store, because that's you just have to get that to unlock it. It saves you from a pit once, and then you get to control Beat a bit while you glide yourself to safety. It's actually kind of useful. Anyway, Slash Man coming up here is weak against Freeze Cracker, which is a rarity in the series with 2 Robot Masters with the same weakness. So... let's get started with him, shall we? Now his pattern is to, oh, by the way, you can actually shoot Freeze Cracker up and down, which is very useful in the final boss, but, his pattern is that once you hit him with your weakness, he'll freeze and start over his pattern, but he'll carry over his momentum when freezing, so you have to be careful with that, and then he'll jump into the, up to ceiling, drop the sticky fruit on you, which will keep you from attacking if you get hit with it like I just did, or keep you from moving if you just step on it. And then he'll use his Wolverine claws to do pretty much Wolverine's rush attack from Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm going to admit I died to this guy off screen because I was really reckless during the first fight. Again, I will say I'm just reckless in Mega Man games overall because I know them too well. The only game I'm not reckless in is the first one and Megaman 5, because I hate 5. Well, Mega Man 9, I guess, as well, because I've never beaten 9. 9 and 8 are actually the only games in the series I've yet to beat. And not even just the series, I mean pretty much the entire franchise, aside from some of the spin-offs. But, yeah, Slash Man's dead. Pretty easy boss, but he actually gives us one of the best weapons, in my opinion. Come on. Here we go. We get Slash Claw, I believe it's called. Yep. Now, this is actually this is the third melee attack in the Mega Man series. The first two being the top spin from 3 and the charge kick from 5. Getting to 5 is not going to be fun, but it's actually a very powerful melee attack. It's actually the weakness of a couple bosses. Look out later on. But anyway, now that we're done with that, it's time for us to head on over to the next Robot Master. Who the hell builds a Spring Man anyway? If you guys haven't seen Dr. Wily Fails at Life, look it up. In fact, I'll link it in the description. I'm going to do this. Spring Man. His body consists of as many as 2,000 springs. He boasts an extremely high bounce. Good point, he's spontaneous. Bad point, he's elusive. He likes high jumps, and he dislikes low ceilings. Ain't that just dandy? Now, this is actually a really good stage to have Super Adapter for, because it can destroy everything really quickly. And the gimmick of this stage, obviously, is the springs. If you hold the jump button when you hit them, you'll bounce twice or so as high and as fast. But if you just jump on them, you'll do a little bounce, and it can actually get kind of annoying to do this sin, especially when you're going for things like this extra life. Yeah, come on. Actually, one weird thing coming up here is that, you're gonna see some things in the background besides these little spring guys. I don't even know what those are supposed to be. They look kind of phallic. But, you'll notice right here, they're analyzing Mega Man or something along the lines, because he's in the background. Or at least his helmet and armor are. They seem to do that a lot in Mega Man games, actually. This, 8, 6, I believe, and Base, a couple of the X games. And we're in this big room, which is actually one of the biggest rooms in the game, but there is something we actually have to get in this room, believe it or not. If you remember a while back, I visited Otto and he gave us a little quest to get his Hyper Bolt. Well, it's time for us to get that. To get it, jump on top of this block. You have to make sure so it can turn. Turn it all the way to the left, and it'll knock that wall out. And there's his Hyper Bolts. And getting that will actually not only add a lot of the items that we found through Rush Search and stuff to the store, but it will also decrease everything's price by half. That's nice. It also alters his sprite a bit once we get it back to him. Another E-Tank there, those are going to be really useful eventually, considering I'm going to be using quite a few E-Tanks in the final boss. I'm going to dread recording that. And I think we're actually nearing the end of the stage here. I can't really tell because I don't have this game memorized as much as I do 6. There it is, yep. Now Spring Man coming up here is weak against, well, Slash Claw. I'm not sure why I'm not bringing out Slash Claw yet. Why am I not bringing out Slash Claw? Bring it out. Come on. Seriously, what is the use of this guy? But then again, after Mega Man 1 until Mega Man 8, they always used fan-made designs for the Robot Master, so that would explain why And yet, Mega Man 6 was the first one to bring in that contest over to America. And the winner wasn't even American, he was Canadian! Then again, I'm partially Canadian, so I don't care. Anyway, his pattern when you hit him with the slash claws down, he'll jump in the air, shoot both of his fists down at you. Well, try to hit you overall. He's not that hard. He's actually one of the easiest bosses with his weakness. Then again, a lot of Mega Man bosses are easy with their weakness, but they're much easier in the classic games with them. During case in point, Mega Man 2, you can finish off Metal Man in 2 hits with his own weapon. And Spring Man's down. What a useless tool. And actually, for beating him, we're gonna get one of the more unique weapons in the series. I don't think there's really many weapons like this. I forget what it's called, though. Wild Coil. It's when you just press the button by itself, it just shoots the coil to the left and right of you, which bounce a bit. But if you can actually charge it to make it bounce higher. And if you press up while releasing, it actually releases them much higher. It's somewhat useful. It's useful against the final boss for sure. And it's gonna be useful against the next boss fight. And speaking of the next boss, we're gonna be doing a bit different with him. First, for Shade Man here, hold B and press start with him. You'll unlock a hidden music track for the level. You'll know you'll do it right when you hear a different tune instead of the normal boss jingle. Enjoy the tune, guys. To the Ghosts and Goblins theme for the NES. It's actually my favorite mix of the song. I don't think I'm going to show off Shade Man's original song, but it's a nice little hidden Easter egg. I like it. Anyway, now we have this mini-boss here, but it's actually kind of a unique one. It has 2 ways to kill it, and they unlock different paths. The first one is to shoot its middle core out to death. And while I'm doing that, I'm actually going to read Shade Man's bio as soon as I can find it. Where is it? There it is. Shade Man. He used to be an attraction robot for a funhouse. He's currently practicing a new song for karaoke. Good point, he's dandy. Bad point, he's a lazy employee. He likes tomato juice, get it? Because he's based off a vampire. And he just likes garlic toasts. Well, now that just sucks, because that stuff's delicious. Anyway, that's perfect time because we just killed him. Now, I'm only going down here because, to get everything this level in one go, I actually need to go both ways. The thing we need to come down here to get is actually right past the Sniper Joe. Is this Sniper Joe? They have different names throughout every single game. I know it's Hammer Joe in 2. Or 3. Oh wow, you do get 4 uses of beat. I didn't notice that. Just use your Mega Buster for this upcoming secret because we actually have a secret boss. Right through here. Alright, Proto Man, and why is the boss music playing? And now it's time for us to fight the secret boss of the game, Proto Man. Proto Man is actually probably one of the beefiest. I'll say this: he definitely made. Well, he made us stronger overall. Well, Dr. Light, I mean, made us stronger overall. He made Proto Man beefy because this guy can take quite the amount of hits. He has no real weakness as far as we know because we have no visible health bar. His pattern is that if you hit him with a charge shot, he'll dash to the left, which actually looks like the Mega Man X dash. Dash to the left or right, I mean, and do one of his own attacks. Fairly simple, just be careful with that charge shot because it is deceptively powerful. So yeah, just be careful with this guy, play your cards right, and you shouldn't really have much of a problem with him. Actually, I'm surprised I didn't... Thinking about it, I'm surprised I didn't try to remix his theme from Mega Man 3 in full from this, the credits theme from 3, because that is Proto Man's full theme. And why isn't Proto Man in any of the Marvel vs. Capcoms, actually? I know he's in the Mega Man fighters, but... I'm just rambling on at this point. Proto Man, he can take a while, just play your cards right. Jump and dash when needed, dash, slide when needed, and you shouldn't have much of a problem. You'll know that fight is over when the boss music stops. Of course we are. You're a prototype. And for beating him, we get... the Proto Shield. Yeah, I just accepted Mega Man. It's a gift from your older brother. Doesn't actually thinking about it, doesn't Proto Man have, like, really ridiculous hair? I don't know, I don't think you've ever seen him without his hair in the games, unless in the fighters, which I've yet to play. Anyway, yeah, we get the Proto Shield. The Proto Shield is not that useful of an item. I rarely go out of my way to get this. What it does is when you equip it, it'll protect you from shots when you're standing still. But that's all it really does, actually. It's not active when you're moving or jumping, and when you press and when you shoot, you actually have to stay on still to shoot. Well, apparently it counts as its own hitbox, considering I was hitting that guy's shield as well. Nice little item, but not too useful with the way I play Mega Man games. Actually, I think the Pro Shield's one of the best items in, but no, it's one of the more useful things about Proto Man in Mega Man 9 and 10. Anyway, you can go on this way and continue lighting those things with the Scorch Wheel to continue on, but I'm killing myself for one reason alone. Because killing yourself returns you right before the mini-boss, so I can go the other path to get the item I need there. Luckily, I think the outer shell that I'm going for here actually has a lot less HP. You have to shoot the outer eyes, but it's not unveiling the middle pumpkin. Why killing it two different ways was needed, really? I'm not sure. Ask Capcom. And the only reason that Ghosts and Goblins theme is in here is because it is another Capcom game. In fact, I think this is actually a remix of the Super Ghouls and Ghosts version. God, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That game is hard. If I can get past the second level, I'm lucky. And then again, I'm also 100% in the game twice sober, so... What does that say about me? Actually, this boss can be kind of dangerous, because if he gets in your corner, you're most likely going to get hit. I think I was questioning whether or not I should use an E-tank there. I don't really remember. Oh, I know, that's right, my mom called me that, that's right, And he destroys the right pathway for us. And this pathway is not as dark, but it's also a lot more platform heavy, and it has a lot more zombies. Actually, look at these guys' designs. They actually are based off the Ghouls and Ghosts for zombies. Huh. You tell I'm a Ghouls and Ghosts fan. And again, the last thing we got with any Ghouls and Ghosts reference in was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm still waiting for my PS3 I'm still waiting for my PS3 Ghouls and Ghosts game, Capcom. Then again, we're waiting for a lot of things from Capcom. Legends 3. And another Zero game, hopefully, because I want a 0-5, to be honest. But I'm gonna save 0-5 for when I get to playing the Zero games. Anyway, that wolf right there actually reminds me a lot of Veilguider, if you remember him from Mega Man X, Sigma's wolf. I'm convinced that's a reference, considering Mega Man X came out 2 years before this, in 1993. Oh my god, Mega Man X1's 20 years old this year. Anyway, the reason I came down this path is actually this room right here. As you can see, there's a picture of Dr. Wily in Dracula garb for some reason. Right here, and we need to use Rush Search right underneath it. I wish Rush Search was a lot faster. In fact, I don't even remember. Was it fast at all in Mega Man 8? I don't remember. Then again, in 8, you didn't even have to use it, considering you would just get bolts from it. And we get the Energy Equalizer. This makes any weapon energy you get go immediately to the lowest filled weapon. Mega Man X has it naturally. Then again, more of a classic fan. And this is where the two pathways will meet up. And we're coming up on a bit of a controversial part here. Damn, I was careless. A swear in a Super Nintendo game. Holy crap. In fact, I think that's once or twice. That's actually not even the last time we're gonna see that. They do that once more in this game. I mean, I could give it the excuse that it's base and he's pretty much the Zero of this game, but I'm surprised Nintendo let that pass. Mild Coil actually has one of the weirdest coloring schemes, but now it's time for us to fight Shade Man. No, Shade Man is actually one of my favorite Romap masters to fight with the Mega Buster alone. The thing about him is that he'll charge up into the sky. He's weak to the Wild Coil and actually does a fair bit of damage, but he'll go up in the sky like he is right now, but he'll do what he's doing right now, actually. He'll charge to you from the sky, and he'll actually steal your life energy from you. It's actually kind of a cool mechanic. I always wondered how they managed to do that. There's probably some weird coding issue, or not issue, but coding thing. Anyway, don't let that hit you. It petrifies you. If I were in a Castlevania game, I would be most likely dead by now. I'm still questioning whether or not I'm going to play another... well, of course I'm going to play another Castlevania game, but I'm kind of wondering which one I'm going to do. Probably Symphony of the Night. And that's it! All 8 Robomasters down. Booyah. And we get... an alright weapon for beating him. No weapon will ever be as great as the Metal Blades or Shadow Blades from 2 and 3, respectively. We get the Noise Crush, which you can also charge up. You can shoot it, it'll bounce off the wall and become a bit more powerful, but when you charge it up and bounce it off the wall, it's pretty powerful, actually, but it's not that useful of a weapon overall. Oh, you absorbed the Reflective Wave, my bad. I don't use this weapon much, so I don't really know of its specs. And now we teleport out of there to teleport right back in, and it's destroyed. God damn it, Light, I was gone for 5 minutes. Not even. Oh, I wish this text scrolled so much faster. Basement Berserk after I completed his repairs. I wonder why. It's totally not like he's evil, is he? Can you hear the sarcasm in my voice? Yeah, Base is evil. He's Mega Man's rival for a reason. Although he's created by Dr. Wily. In fact, Base isn't even really evil by this point, by 2013 at least. He's more freelance, but I'm not going to get into that until I play Mega Man and Base. Not even Mega Man Base. Maybe Base. I can't really tell whether Base or 8 are supposed to come first in the timeline. Then again, as if I'm playing these in chronological order, I played 6 second. And now Base and Trouble can use the Enhancer, which are pretty much their own super adapter. We'll get to that next part. Blah blah blah, exposition. Scroll faster, text. How big of a hole did Base blow into that hole? Jesus Christ. But I'm gonna have to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And next time on Mega Man 7, we're going after the big bad Wily himself. See you guys then.